Okay, this is for you, Sarah and Dashini. Alright, okay. Obviously, we can't get to the workout, so we can always do something at home. I know we're going to presenter mode, but it's just what I do. Alright, okay. So we're going to do a whole body approach. We're not going to use any equipment. The workout that we're doing tonight is not going to be using equipment, and you really don't need it, okay? We can add those things in later if needs be, Sarah, obviously, for the rest of it to make it that challenge. But as I say, we're going to work really hard, really fast, continuous, and literally we're going to get our bodies to work for us by using kind of the body weight to get that change. When the fitter you become, less body weight there's going to be. So the easier it'll become, you'd think, right? Now, you know that's not true because I just make you work harder. Right, okay, so just watch what we're going to do. Okay, so the workout that we're going to do today is going to involve the upper body, the back of the arms, and it's also going to involve the legs for the first part of the exercise that I want you to do. Now, as I say, this is going to get your body kind of, your heart rate going because of the pace that we're doing it, but it's also going to get those muscles to burn. Remember, burning equals earning, all right? Okay, if it's not a challenge, it's not going to change. By all means, push until you can't, all right? Okay, but remember, it has to be until you can't. Have yourself a few seconds rest, get it back in. Remember, the only thing that's going to help you do that, especially when you're on your own, you're not got the team helping around you, is knowing your reason why, okay? Get that firmly fixed in your head before you start the workout, and that's going to help you push it through. All right, okay, so first part of the exercise that we're going to do, it's going to be a press up. So we all know what a press up is, but I'm going to go over so make sure you can kind of see me doing it, all right? I'm saying that, but of course you can do it, it's on bloody camera. All right, okay, so from there, I'm aware that it's a little bit out of view there, so I'm a bit further away, but you're going to squat, you're going to press up, down, come back up. If you look, my hands are turning, back's nice and straight, head looking down, and I'm getting deep. Now I say that's a challenge, but if you go from the knees, back nice and straight, you come down there, and you're going to bring back up. Now remember, if you need to go in this position, bring your arms further back, and then bring your head, so your head almost comes further forward, okay? If you start in that position, especially on the floor, and then lift up, then that's where you're going. You're going down here, and you're coming back up. So what I don't want to see is hands forward. You don't want it hands forward, because if you do this, look, if I can pick my hands up, right, okay, I'm using more my body, my legs, than I am anything else, because it should be a lot harder to do it with one hand. If it was back here, that's much harder. All right, okay, so make sure that's positioned. Second exercise, what you're going to do, you're going to go straight from the press up into a squat. Okay, it works out well for me because the camera's this low. All right, but your legs will be nice and wide apart like this, facing out. Your back's up nice and straight, sucking that belly button, that tum. And what you're going to put your hands up in the air, like you're going to bar on, but your hands out there, and you're going to do a small squat. Okay, so it's going to be a bounce. Okay, now this is going to be up high enough, okay, so don't be sitting all the way down here, high enough so you can feel the actual thighs burning all around here. And you're going to do this about like 5 to 8 seconds. And remember, count that, so 1, 2, 3, don't count quicker, but do those 8 seconds. As soon as you're in the 8 seconds, get yourself back down, push the legs out, we're 1. Bring it back in, 8 seconds. So 8 seconds, okay. And then what you're going to do, you go back down. Remember, if you want to go back down slower, and you get this position, put your hands down, leg out, knees down if needs to be, or change the position, and then press up 1 and 2. Obviously, so that a bit quicker, so we go down like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, down, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. All right, okay, cool. Now, I want you to do that up until you can't do any more press-ups. But what I mean by can't do any press-ups, that's mean you go to the final adjustment, okay? If you start with your legs back like this, okay, or if you start on your toes and you go down to the knees, that's when you can still do press-ups. And if then you need to go like here, that means you can still do press-ups, okay? So do it until you can't do any more, and then have a rest. As you can hear from me doing the workout, yes, I'm talking at the same time, but as I say, it does get you out the breath, and it literally gets your heart rate going. So the next part of the workout, after you've done that one, we're going to continue to work the legs and the upper body, but we're going to kind of go towards the kind of lunging position. So get yourself into a lunge like this, back's nice and straight. I know it's cut off my head, but you don't need to see that there. As long as you can see that my legs are in a 90 position, All right, okay. So from the other side, they're like this, legs forward, back's nice and straight, and you're here. It should feel really demanding on the legs round here. So you're gonna bring yourself in that position, and then as you go from there, you're gonna do a bounce. Again, with a bounce, basically not like this, up and down. If you come up higher and do the bounce, okay, and then like a deeper, so an up higher and down lower with the bounce, it's gonna be less intensive to give you that break. You're gonna do this for 8 seconds. So you've done one leg, you're gonna bring both back down, lie on the floor, and you're gonna go straight into a crunch. Remember, a crunch is not a full sit-up. You come head nice and straight, you're gonna lift up like this. You're gonna get high off the floor, but you're not coming all the way up. Remember, if you need to with the crunch, as you're coming up, you can put your hands on your hips and give yourself a little bit of a pull to bring yourself up there. All right, okay, but what you're gonna do with this, as you're doing the reps, you're gonna do around about 10 reps, and on the last one, you do a full sit-up. If you can, if you need to roll around, then that's okay. And you're gonna come back up, put yourself into the other leg position, back nice and straight, and do that count again. So remember, 8 seconds. Remember, higher if you want it easier, lower if you want it more challenging. As soon as you've done that 8 seconds, what you do is bring yourself back down in that position, back nice and straight, and bring in the crunch again. Remember, keep the head nice and straight. And I want to see, well, I won't see it, but I don't want you to get your head touching the chin, okay? Because all you're doing is using the head to try, and your body's being clever to try and make it easier. Head nice and straight, back, and bring it up. Try not to lurch it forward, okay? It's not the idea. You're bringing up your muscle. You can't get as high, it's okay. Remember, use your legs a bit, but bring yourself up. Remember, do that for about 5 rounds, okay? So that's literally 5 rounds is just what, on one leg 5 times, on the other leg 5 times, okay? That should really kick your butt for the workout. So last part of your workout is going to work in those muscles in the back. It's a little bit more difficult to work body weight with your back, but we can do it. Now sometimes Sarah, you might have done this exercise before, Dashini, I'm not sure, maybe you've done it without us, but it's a really good kind of exercise. It's called the Cobra, okay? All the Cobra is prone Cobra, it's lying on your stomach and lifting up, okay? It looks like this. Okay, so in that position, back's nice and straight, head looking down. What you're gonna do, you're gonna lift up. That's the normal one. Okay, what we wanna do is put your hands out like this, okay, like you're doing a bit of parachute, but this time you're gonna roll those shoulders back around. So from here, you roll them up like this, and as you get to this position, you're coming up, so you're getting the lower back, and what you're trying to do is trying to squeeze the shoulders together so the shoulder blades are touching as much as possible as they're going up. So as in one go, it looks like this. So get up as high as you can. So do what I'm doing with my breath. So as you come up, breathe out. So go. So literally like you're trying to use your breath to blow yourself up, because if you don't, well, I did my first set, you might notice, is hold my breath. And then as soon as you've done about 8 reps of that, so 8 to 10, all right? So you're gonna go up, you bring your hands up underneath you bring yourself up, back nice and straight, okay? Clench your bum, sucking your tongue, and you're gonna go 1, 2. All right, so remember it brings up, it goes 1, 2, that is 1, okay? And you're gonna bring that up to 8. And then you're gonna repeat that 3 times. So you've done it on 8 on both sides 3 times, then you can have your rest. It's up to you how many times you want to repeat that circuit, but as I say, try and make the workout last at least 20 minutes long. Do a bit of a warm up first of all, okay? Don't just go straight into the workout. Remember, just move your arms, move your joints, just like we do at the start there, just to get your heart rate going, and then that's going to give you a really great body weight workout, which is going to work a lot of major muscles of the body. Okay, so enjoy and let me know how you did, all right? Okay, I really want to know how you felt, and as I say, it's important that kind of you check in, because I want accountability, all right? Okay, see you soon.